Collins Machetes. They started in 1826 to make axes. Their first machetes were sold in 1845. They were so good and became so famous in Latin America that all good machetes were called Collins. In 1876, to commemorate their 50th anniversary, Collins introduced the Legitimus logo, featuring an arm with a blacksmith's hammer coming out of the crown. Let's check it out, right there, Legitimus logo. There is the arm, the hammer coming out of a crown. Arm, hammer, crown. The combination of the arm, crown, and hammer is the symbol we most recognize as being associated with the Collins Company. For the South and Central American markets, they made 150 varieties of machetes and other specialty tools. After 140 years, the Collins Company closed its doors in 1966, mostly because of a large flood. The Collins Company manufactured shovels, picks, axes, and machetes for World War I and World War II. In 1943, shortages forced Collins to go back to the use of red brass for the guards, changing the handles from green horn to black phenolic plastic. See, there's the green horn, there's the plastic. Horn, plastic. And we got this leather one over here too. These items were used on the number 18 machete from 1943 until 1966. Since the 1950s, manufacturers have taken shortcuts, which has resulted in worse quality machetes. That means that these old machetes right here are just straight better than the new mass-produced ones. The brothers who started the Collins Company really knew how to treat employees. They gave them cheap housing and built them a church of their denomination. A couple of real upstanding guys. So the guys who made these, they started a great company that treated their employees very well. It's awesome. Are you recording?
Yes.
Let's see, I wrote a bunch of stuff down here and I'm going to see if I can remember. Okay, we're going to do this two at a time. The first two we have is number 247 right here. This is a green bone handle machete. 247, green horn. I'm having trouble finding info on this, even though I use WorthPoint and other search engines. The only one I can find looks similar but does not have the same number. It sold for $28 plus shipping about a year ago. It seems to be very rare, so I would put it up for $200 or best offer and see what happens. If you have any info on this one, please comment. There's no number on this one, so I'm not really sure. This is the only one with no legible model number. I only see Ferramentas Collins SA. I believe Ferramentas means tools in Portuguese. There are no results for Ferramentas Collins SA. I've seen similar solds anywhere from $20 to $80. And this is a plastic handle. The next two we have number 152. 152. There are none of these on eBay, but I did find some that sold for $65 to $85 within the last year. Green bone handle and a blood groove. Some of the tag is still there. The handle's in pretty decent shape for the age. Number 20. This is number 22 right here. Legitimus number 22. Number 22. This number seems to be a bit more common than the others shown so far, and there was one sold listing on eBay of a very nice one with the original label that sold at auction for $162 with only one bid. There are some 22s listed on eBay, but the ones I saw are plastic handle and not horn like this one. Then we have this. This I think might be the oldest one. This is number 126. Number 126. This is a horn handle. The handle's very worn, very stained. None of these found on eBay. It looks to be very rare. I did find one that had the same number but was a sawback with a yellow handle that sold for $150. I wish I had found that one. This one is super cool. It has two triangle shaped nicks in the blade. So I think this is an older one for sure. I think for sure. And Legitimus number 808. Number 808, Legitimus. Still got the tag attached. Black plastic handle and a long blade. This is the longest of the bunch. It still has part of the original tag attached. I have only found two solds of this. one from 2010 for $40, and one from 2013 with terrible pictures sold for $29, most likely at auction. None of these are posted at the moment. $127. Look at the 127 logo. Number 127, Legitimus. Black plastic handle. I found many sold, and a few listings with their sheaths were on eBay for a little over $100. This may be the coolest one of the collection. This is number 128. The handle is made of leather rings made to fit and is called leather stacked. Really cool. There are a lot of these 128 sold listings, but had difficulty finding one with this style handle. Here is the only one I could find. I did find it at 127 with the same handle that sold for $125. This would go good with a hockey mask for me. Let's check this out. This one is number 37, Legitimus, number 37. Number 37. This is very old. The horn handle is cracked and stained. Very few solds for this can be found, but I did find one from 2008 that sold for $170, and one in a lot with another machete that sold in 2017 for $220. This is the smallest machete of the lot. This one right here, I cannot read the number. It may be 129, maybe 120. I'm really not sure what it is. The blade is very worn. The handle is very worn. I'm really not sure about this one, but it looks to be one of the oldest ones for sure. Going to be posting that number on a Facebook group and seeing if I can figure out exactly which one it is. 623, Green Bone, Collins & Co. It looks like number 628, but it is really 623. I found solds around $60, and one nice one with the sheath went for around $130. Now, I really have not found the exact age of these, unfortunately, but I believe that these plastic ones were made after World War II started, and the green ones, the green horn ones, were either right at the beginning of World War II or before the war started. So, I mean, there is quite a bit of time that these could have been made in. I'm pretty sure, because of the low amount I found on eBay, there really isn't that many green horn ones on eBay, or even solds for that matter at the moment. I'm going to try to get probably around $100 to $200 a piece on them. I could be wrong in that price for sure, but that's what I'm going to try to get, somewhere between $100 and $200 a piece. And this one, I think probably around $150 for that leather one. I really think I can get that, just because that's it's so rare. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you with a picture of the most expensive Collins machete I could find. It is a Rough Riders inscribed machete. There's actually a few of these out there, so keep your eye out. And that's it. Freebooter out. Peace. You are the best photographer the world has ever known. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks.